What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's reaction video, and today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower Jess, aka Ferret Mum. Jess, thank you so much as always for your continued support to the channel, for your continued support to me, both here on YouTube and over on the Patreon. Thank you for being such a beautiful human being in the Discord, and thank you for being my main lifeline, my main connection to the world of Ren. Because every month I am so excited to check out a new Ren song, and I keep putting him on my weekly polls, and he just never wins the polls. So Jess is my monthly dose of Ren at this point, and I need to find more free time for myself so I can check out more of his stuff, because I adore every single time your request comes up, Jess. So thank you so much. And yeah, today we are checking out a song that from what I saw before, this is the official lyric video, so it's 7 years old, but I did see a version of this that was posted up to 9 years old, so quite an older one from Ren, and it is called 1990s. Now, the things Jess has told me about this one, it is apparently chock full of super fun 90s references that are gonna make me so nostalgic, because as you can see, I'm a bit of a fan, and so super keen for that. I also have heard that the one thing that I might need to know, and I do know this song, is the Calvin Harris song Acceptable in the 80s. I don't know why, I don't know what the tie-in's going to be there, but I don't think it's a very nice one, because from what I heard, from what I understand at least, Calvin Harris maybe didn't like this too much when he was tagged in it, or, you know, when it was done, and he may have even blocked Ren on some places. Unconfirmed, not 100% sure, but I believe that might be the story. Let me know in the comments the full story of what went on, with if there was a beef there, or if it was just a kind of, yeah, what went on. Either way, I'm super excited to check this out. We are going to get into it. This is Ren 1990s. Let's go.
Ren!
What?
Get off MSN Messenger!
Just give me 10 minutes.
I need to use the phone!
Oh, hang on, I'm just finishing.
No, come off now!
Okay. First of all, the fact that it's MSN Messenger, immediately my heart. Immediately. And get off the internet because I need to use the phone. Yep, been there. Absolutely been there. Yeah, that was a whole different time, kids. If you're young enough to not know what that's talking about, yeah, you used to not be able to use your home phone because most people didn't have a mobile. You used to not be able to use your home phone at the same time as you were on the internet. I'm surprised it didn't have that god-awful connection sound when you're connecting to the internet just to top it off, but damn. Also, the way this whole thing's acted out is just hilarious.
I need to use the phone!
Oh, hang on, I'm just finishing.
No, come off now!
As a 10-year-old, tell you, I was cool. I wasn't shooting any people outside of the school. I was shooting old people with my potato gun, throwing water bombs at cars and playing knock door run. A 10-year-old.
Wow. Shooting old people with a potato gun? Like, I had one of those. I didn't shoot it at random. Old people, Ren. Also the straight away reference to like one of the absolute 90s shows of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with the shooting some b-ball outside my school. Like, everyone from my generation or thereabouts knows that theme song pretty much by heart. It's just one of, even if you didn't particularly like the show, I know I can vaguely remember the show, certain parts of it. I have no major memory of that show, but the theme song, when that thing comes on, I can sing every word, just saying.
As a 10-year-old, tell you, I was cool. I wasn't shooting any people outside of the school. I was shooting old people with my potato gun, throwing water bombs at cars and playing knock door run.
Wow.
A 10-year-old terrorist, armed with an arsenal of 6 eggs and a super soaker filled with piss. Just a little kid though, never meant any harm. Now I see kids with knives twice the size of their arm. They're like,
Blood, I'm gonna cause you damage!
man, what's wrong with you? You're only 10. Go and play some Dungeons and Dragons. At your age, I was catching frisbees, not chlamydia. My very favourite artist was
X gon' give it to you.
okay.
At your age, I was catching frisbees, not chlamydia? I mean, there's no lie there. There's no lie there. I swear it's the, like, this is so old of me, but I swear it's the, like, kids on the internet get exposed to so much more at such a younger age than I ever did, just for lack of availability, you know? Like, once I got the internet in my hands, things went wild, you know? But now kids are getting access to that from, like, childhood. It's their first experiences. And so I get the feeling that they're maturing in those ways a lot faster and losing that extra innocence a lot faster. And I guess there are things to be said for both sides of that. There's the good and the bad sides, but yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for. I think my generation might have got the best of it, where in our youth we had that real youthful childhood experience, and then as we hit our teens / adult era, we got to have all that technological advancement to have all of that go with us as well. So I kind of got the best of both worlds there. I just missed out on the best of the adult world where I could afford things, period. But yeah.
Rage, I was catching frisbees, not chlamydia. My very favourite artist was
X gon' give it to ya.
Okay, I lied. I was listening to 5 and I'm blue. But that's alright, I'm just a regular every...
The I'm blue dabba dee dabba. Yo, I'm pausing this one so much. I'm sorry. I didn't even say this at the start like I normally do, but go and check out the original. Give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe to Ren and watch it without these pauses, because I can't stop now. Every single one of these. The Pinocchio reference of I lied, that's enough. But the fact that he
lied. I was listening to 5.
I was listening to 5 and I'm blue dabba dee. Okay, yeah. See, this is where I come in. I was the later 90s. I was the end of the 90s, early 2000s. So 5 were a bit before me. I was Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. So I don't know if 5 were around at the same time as them. I think they were still going, but I don't think it was the height of their popularity. Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die. That is a song that was just timeless in the most toxic way. Everyone knows that. Doesn't matter what generation you're born in.
But that's alright, I'm just a regular everyday type of guy from the very best decade on this earth. 90s, baby, the year that my mommy made me. And I wouldn't wanna have it any other way, no.
Okay.
I play Nintendo daily, my Sonic skills, yeah, they're crazy. And if you wanna play Tekken 2, I'll put you away. Screw Carl.
Yo, that was my jam right there. And again, to be honest, I'm probably just a little bit later than Ren with this. Mine was more Tekken 3. That was my that was my addiction. Tekken 3. And I was more a PlayStation kid than a Nintendo. But respect for you with the classic gaming either way. But yeah, seeing Tekken come up on the screen, my God. I've just started playing Tekken 8, and I love the fact that there are certain characters. The graphics have changed, the way they draw the characters has changed. There's certain characters that their moveset has not changed since like Tekken 3. Martial Law is still doing them backflip kicks, and he's got to be like 80 at this point, and I love it. That just hit in a perfect nostalgia way right there.
I play Nintendo daily, my Sonic skills, yeah, they're crazy. And if you wanna play Tekken 2, I'll put you away. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s,
Okay.
yeah. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s. Frianna, babe, I'm sorry, I wasn't that rude, but I could solve a Rubik's Cube in only 15 moves.
Okay, so that clears up a little bit. That definitely clears up a little bit why Calvin Harris might not have liked this. And I'm glad that Jess brought to my attention it was acceptable in the 80s and I've got love for you if you were born in the 80s lines. Because, yep, okay, I might not have gotten those lines from Ren or understood those lines from Ren if I wasn't reminded of that, of like, why is he throwing shade at Calvin Harris? But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yo, Britney Spears Hit Me Baby One More Time film clip. Honestly. Just right there.
Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s. Frianna, babe, I'm sorry, I wasn't that rude, but I could solve a Rubik's Cube in only 15 moves. Come on, rude boy, I could get it up when I saw Jerry Halliwell, it's like it was stuck up. Got a Tamagotchi, got me hooked, and got a Pokemon card, and it's a shiny one, look, I was chilling with my home.
Yo, if I showed y'all my collection of Pokemon cards that I still have, and yeah, they're not Gen 1. If I had that, I'd be living in a nicer place than this. But I can't remember exactly what gen it is that I have, but I have a lot of them, and I ain't getting rid of those anytime soon.
Tamo got me hooked and got a Pokemon card, and it's a shiny one, look, I was chilling with my homeboys playing pogs, mad skills on my yo-yo, walking the dog, and on Sim City I'm god, and flashing shoes when I jog, and playing Frogger jump.
I'm sorry, did he just reference Sim City? Like, it's one thing, Yo-Yo's are timeless, people are still playing. Did he just reference Sim City? Not The Sims, Sim City. I haven't thought of that game in probably 20 years. I had forgotten that thing even existed. But yo, it being one of the only games that was installed on my grandmother's computer when we'd go over to visit her and I had nothing to do. I've played some Sim City in my time, okay?
Was on my yo-yo, walking the dog, and on Sim City I'm God. And flashing shoes when I jog, and playing Frogger, jump a log across the road with the frog. And I was feared at my school. I was wow hard, you know, fuck with the kid with the Charizard.
Yes.
90s, baby, the year that my mommy made me. And I wouldn't wanna have it any other way, no. I play Nintendo daily. My Sonic skills, yeah, they're crazy. What, you wanna play Gran Turismo? Bring it, mate. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, yeah. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s, yeah. Screw Calvin Harris, cause I was born in the 90s. Eating sugar for puffy, but watching Buffy, but flipping puppy. I'm feeling lucky, it's like Monopoly.
Can I just say, it is bizarre watching this, seeing a Scream reference and a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reference directly after one another, considering I just did reactions to both of those last year. We just went through the first season of Buffy because it was one of the things from 90s that I missed out on. I never really watched it. It was just not something that fell into my... When I was young, I didn't watch it, and then as a teenager, it wasn't ever something I got into. So watching it for the first time was amazing. And as one of my Halloween reactions, one of the few horror movies that I haven't seen was Scream, because of the fact that I'd seen Scary Movie growing up and couldn't take Scream seriously. But watching it was a whole trip because it was just on another level. The fact that both of those are in there and I just reacted to both of those in the last year is hilarious. And if you want to check those out, they're on my Patreon. But let's get into that later. Let's keep going.
Eating sugar for puffy, but watching Buffy, but flipping puppy. I'm feeling lucky, it's like Monopoly money, honey. I'm saved by the bell, love it like Keenan and Kel, love it. And
Who loves orange soda?
bring it back to the 90s, baby. I got the power Ranger, flashing lights on my train is plastic.
Yes, my man! Putting in the Power Rangers reference. I mean, that doesn't excite me too much. I'm not that much of a fan. It's not like I have posters on the wall or collectibles or anything like that. I'm nostalgic. Yo, I'm gonna put it out there. Okay? I don't know if these are an international thing, but if we get a reference to either of these, I'm gonna go nuts. If we get a Captain Planet reference or a Street Sharks reference, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. This is everything. Let's go.
Bring it back to the 90s, baby. I got the power Ranger, flashing lights on my train is plastic lightsaber. Damn, Tomb Raider, wanna raid your womb properly.
Wow.
Hold on a second, here's my 6-inch floppy disk.
Oh my god! Ren! Damn, Tomb Raider, I wanna raid your womb properly. I got my 9-inch floppy. My man, calm yourself. Like, I know that the pixelated triangle boobs of Lara Croft were an awakening for a lot of young men, but damn, you don't have to put it out there like that.
I'm Tomb Raider, wanna raid your womb properly. Hold on a second, here's my 6-inch floppy disk. Hee hee, I'm the fastest, I told them. A megabyte an hour on my dial-up modem. That's quick. Yeah, it's the fastest on my street. Put a bowl on my head, I shaved the sides off. Sweet.
I jinxed myself by saying I'm shocked it wasn't at the start, and then he worked it into the damn song.
That's quick. Yeah, it's the fastest on my street. Put a bowl on my head, I shaved the sides off. Sweet. Gola on my feet, Puma on my jumper. Yeah, I know fashion on my tape player pumps. The spice goes out. I know what it's about. Two becomes one. I played that proud. I played that loud.
Yes.
I'm a zig out with my Furby playing Kirby on my blow up couch. So keep.
I'm curious. The way that those lines there were written was very specific, because it's Spice Girls. The fact that it's Spice Girls, I know what that's about, and then
Spice goes out. I know what it's about. Two becomes one. I played that proud.
Spice Girls, I know what that's about. Two becomes one. I played that proud. I don't know if you're like, if it was, I don't know if everyone knows the rumors, but like, the fact that two of the Spice Girls sang that song together, and it's a particular, like, when you listen to the words of that song, there were a lot of rumors that went around about that being a secret love song between the two of them, or a kind of confession of love. I think it was like meant to be a Mel B confession of love, possibly unrequited to Posh Spice, Scary to Posh, I think. I don't remember, but either way, there was like rumors that went around about that, and I'm wondering if that's what he's making reference to, because again, it could just be for a rhyming scheme, but the choice of it being "I played that proud" seems like a very kind of a subtle hint, at least a subtle nudge to that rumor that went around, and I love that. If it is, that's hilarious.
The spice goes out. I know what it's about. Two becomes one. I played that proud. I played that loud. I'm a zig out with my Furby playing Kirby on my blow up couch. So keep your iPhone. I'm a Nokia baby. 99 to the old year that my mummy made me.
Is that it? Okay. that was a very sudden but awesome ending. I love this. This is a subliminal message by Ren's album. Very subliminal. Well done, Ren. But taking that aside, yo, the fact that it ends, that first of all, the blow up couch, I swear every kid had one of those. Kirby was never my thing. I had it on my Game Boy, but it was never really my thing. But yo, if you didn't have nightmares induced by a Furby at least once, did you even have a childhood? Those things are terrifying, because eventually they lose batteries, and suddenly, no, nightmare fuel. Have you ever seen what, like, the pictures on the internet of these things where someone has modified them, or like even just like taken the fur off a Furby and it's just the mechanical body of it? Terrifying little monsters, nightmare fuel, but so 90s at the same time. But yeah, this had such a sudden end to it. Some Ren songs just do that. My man just like says the last line, it's just dunk, and you're like left hanging. But oh my god,
on my blow up couch. So keep your iPhone. I'm a Nokia baby. 99.
That right there as well. Keep your iPhone. I'm a Nokia baby. I like, again, I'm gonna sound like an old man saying this, the oldest of men saying this, but yo, back towards the end of the time where things were made to last, because I guarantee you there's still got to be someone out there, unless I think they've made it now so that the older phones can't connect to the only networks available, 4G and 5G. I don't think that the old phones can connect to those, so I don't think you can use them at all. But if they can, then there's got to still be some people out there with the Nokia, was it 3310, the one that you could run a truck over? And I still guarantee that you could throw one of those hard enough so that it punctures straight through an iPhone, and at the end of it be able to pick it up and make a phone call on the Nokia. Those things were indestructible. Just saying.
Be 99 to the old year that my mummy made me.
Yes. Honestly, absolutely sick song. Again, I was born 92. So my young formative childhood years was a lot of this stuff. And then as I got into like the older stage of my childhood and into like the early teen years, that was when it started to be the 2000s. So the stuff that I really remember was towards the end of the 90s. And like I said, moving into that kind of Backstreet Boys and like the early 2000s, all the things came out in the early 2000s and went nuts then. But still, this was like my actual childhood. And there were so many references and things in here that I did not expect. That was just absolutely awesome. Ren dropping the Power Rangers and Ren dropping like Pokemon cards, not only a shiny Mewtwo, but a Charizard. Damn, that kid would have been dangerous on the playground. It is still one of the saltiest moments of my life. One of the most unforgivable things from my childhood, that I had a Gyarados, holographic Gyarados, which was my favorite card. And another kid, an older kid, tricked me into thinking that it was a good trade to trade that thing for a Ninetales. And I regretted that until I became an adult and had enough money to get myself another holographic Gyarados and right that wrong. And I still have that card along with my whole rest of my collection. So yeah, those things stick with you from your childhood. But yo, this was a sick song. This was such a fun one. And Ren is just an absolute master writer to work all those references in there. I love that. Guys, as always, as I said in the middle of the video, check out the original linked in the description. Give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe to Ren. Also, leave me a like and a comment. Tell me your favorite things from the 90s. Tell me anything you think Ren missed out of this video, because like I said, I'm pretty ill. I might have to look into the release dates of these, but things like Captain Planet, Street Sharks, Gargoyles, there were some 90s references that just would have popped off in here for me, but there were so many good ones regardless of all that. Yeah, check me out. Leave likes and comments and subscribe. It helps out the channel heaps. Check me out over on Patreon, where I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.